I'm gonna show you two shirts signed by Fernando Torres. The first one is this Atletico 15-16 home shirt, and the second one is this Chelsea 11-12 home shirt. Which one do you think has got a cleaner signature? Obviously, it's this Atletico 15-16 home shirt. Guys, I remember I got my first shirt signed. We gotta go back all the way to December 2018. Back in the days, I had this neon green Ajax shirt, and I got it signed by David Neres and Kasper Dolberg. That was my first signed shirt ever. And since that moment, I've been raising the bar because it always starts with one shirt and you want more and more and more. In this video, I'm gonna explain you how to get the cleanest signatures on your football shirts. In order to explain you what a clean signature is supposed to look like, we're gonna cover several topics that I consider important. And this video will rather be informative. So grab yourself a popcorn and enjoy the video. The first topic I wanna cover is the type of marker you're gonna use, because over here I got 4 different markers, and if we disregard the color, what do you think is gonna make these markers unique? Exactly, the size of the point of the marker. And you definitely don't want to underestimate this, because if you use a marker with a thick point, your signature will look different. Because I'm already gonna tell you, in some cases you want to go for a marker with a thinner point. Actually, markers with thin points have been giving me the best results. Now I'm going to compare 4 markers using a sheet of paper. The first one is a pretty basic marker. I've had it for several years now, and it's got a quite thick point. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on a piece of paper. The second marker is the Edding 3000. It's been giving me very good results because the point is way thinner. You'll see that on the sheet of paper as well. Over here we got another Edding, but this time it's a silver one. I haven't used it a lot, only 1 or 2 times actually. And the last one is the Edding 1200, which is metallic pan, and that means that it's silver as well. I've been using this one a lot actually. Now that we know what these 4 markers look like on a piece of paper, I'm gonna show you the results I've been getting with these 4 on shirts. Let's start off with the marker with the thickest point. About a year ago, I got Paulo Dybala to sign this Argentina 2018 home shirt with this marker. I mean, I even put his name on this marker because he literally signed this shirt with this marker. And as you can see, it's a quite good result. The thing is that you can see that, you know, the signature is quite thick, and I honestly think that if I had used a marker with a thinner point, the signature would have looked better. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain either because perfection does not exist. A pro of this marker is that it really does make the signature very visible. But yeah, I haven't always been positive about the results that this mark has been giving me, because I also want to show you another example. Over here I got this Ajax but Marty shirt, and about 2 years ago I got it signed by Gravenberch. He signed it with this marker as well, and as you can see, the signature is in the number, but it looks very thick. And yeah, as you can see, the autograph very well, but the lines in there are really thick, and I think that I really should have used a marker with a thinner point for this shirt. Next up, we got the black marker with a thinner point, because this is a marker I use the most often. It's been giving me the best possible results. For example, this Atletico 15-16 home shirt signed by Fernando Torres. This is, in my opinion, a perfectly executed signature. I mean, you can see it very well, and the lines of the signature aren't too thick. And if we zoom in a bit, we can pretty much see every possible detail of the signature, which I think is very important, by the way. And another example of a great autograph signed with this marker is this Argentina 2022 home shirt signed by Dybala. I showed you this one before that was signed with the thick marker. This shirt was signed with the thin black marker, and it looks way better in my opinion. I mean, the signature looks way smoother. And guys, as you can see, even if the lines of the signature are thinner, it's still visible enough. I mean, you can see this autograph perfectly in my opinion. And another example to show you that this marker is my favorite one is this England 2022 home shirt signed by Declan Rice. I mean, this is also a perfect signature in my opinion. And he also signed this shirt with this marker. As you can see, Declan Rice has got quite a complicated signature, and you can see every detail of it very well. My favorite silver marker is this Edding 1200. It's been giving me great results on darker shirts. For example, this Netherlands 2014 away shirt, I know it's a very iconic shirt, signed by Van Persie on the back. The signature isn't big or something, but you can perfectly see it due to the color. And when it comes to the thickness of the point of this marker, you can pretty much see every detail of his signature. Another result that this bad boy gave me is this Netherlands 2020 away shirt signed by Memphis Depay. As you can see, Memphis signed this shirt in the number 0 and it looks great. I mean, it's got a complicated signature as well, and in that case, you definitely need a marker with a thin point because otherwise it will look very messy. No, Lionel. So this silver marker is actually the only marker I use for darker shirts. And when it comes to marker number 4, I only got one example to show you because after using this marker once, I was already kind of done with it. Over here, we got another Netherlands 2014 away shirt, this time number 11, so it's gotta be Robben. And as you can see, he signed it over here in silver with this marker, but this is not really visible in my opinion. I mean, it's quite visible, but I would love it to be more visible. And I remember when he wanted to sign this shirt, the ink wasn't even coming down, so it was very awkward. And I also remember that this marker wasn't running smoothly on the tissue either. I would really dissuade you from using this marker to get your shirt signed because it's quite a struggle actually. And if we zoom in a bit on the signature, we can see that some parts of it are actually way thicker. I would say that the structure of the point of this marker makes it a very inconsistent marker, so I will not rely on this one. The second topic I wanted to cover is the color of the marker because as you can see, I only used 2 colors. I used black and silver. And you may ask yourself, why does he only use black and silver? Well, I actually think that black and silver are the 2 most neutral colors. You can also use golden markers in some cases. That's entirely up to you. I actually had a golden marker, but I lost it. But I would like to try it out once, and maybe it will convince me to use it more often. We'll see. But yeah, in general, I use black markers for light shirts. So white, light green, orange, pink, and so on and so forth. And I would use silver for darker shirts. Well, actually, not this one. Not you, because you messed up my shirt. You go away. I use silver for darker shirts. So black, navy, dark green, and so on and so forth. And now you may ask yourself, but what happens if I use a black marker on a dark shirt? Well, I'm gonna show you because I've tried everything. Do you remember that Chelsea 11-12 home shirt I got signed by Torres? And yeah, he signed it in black, as you can see. You can see it. It's still okay, but it doesn't pop out, you know, if you look at it. In this case, the number would have been a better choice. Because guys, if you only got black markers and you want a player to sign your shirt, make sure that your shirt has got a light color, such as yellow, for example. Because Götze signed the shirt in black and it looks perfect in my opinion. By the way, you don't necessarily have to stick to silver, black, or gold. You can also use blue, red, whatever you want. But in general, I prefer basic colors for autographs on football shirts.
One day later.
The third and last category I wanted to cover is the location of the autograph. We can actually divide this topic into 2 categories. The first one is signatures on or close to the number, and the second one is signatures that are not close to the number. When it comes to the first category, which is signatures on or close to the numbers, I actually got 3 examples to show you. Because over here, we got the AC Milan 14-15 home shirt, El Shaarawy, and he signed it perfectly in the number 92, as you can see. And in general, this is definitely the best result you can get in my opinion. The problem with this is that your shirt needs to have a name set, which makes it possible for the player to sign in the number itself. So as you can see, in this case, both of the number 9 and 2 are big enough for a signature. But yeah, this isn't the case for every shirt, because over here, we got this PSG 2021 Fort shirt, if I'm not mistaken, with Neymar Jr. on the back. And if I were to get the shirt signed, I wouldn't try to get it signed in the number because as you can see, the number 10 is way too thin. And you know, if the name set is not suitable for an autograph in it, it's better to go with another option. For example, over here, I got this Netherlands 2020 away shirt signed by Memphis Depay. I showed you guys this one before, and as you can see, this time he signed it in the number 0. He could have signed it next to the number 1 as well, but I asked him specifically to sign it in the number 0 because I thought that this would give me the best possible result. And if you're not feeling that type of signature, I got another option for you, and this is an option I use very often myself as well. Because do you remember this Argentina 2022 home shirt signed by Dybala? Well, he signed it next to the number 2 and it looks beautiful in my opinion. He could have signed it in between the numbers as well, but I think this looks better. And yes, in this case, he could have signed the shirt with a silver marker in the black number as well. But if we zoom in a bit, the structure of the name set is gonna make a clean signature quite complicated. Now I'm gonna show you an example of a signature that's kind of far away from the number. Over here we got this Olympique Lyonnais 1819 home shirt. On the back we got Memphis number 11, and I might not even be tall enough to show the signature, but it's like all the way over here. And for those of you who are asking what this is, well, this is Dembele's signature. I feel like I'm trying to reach for the sky or something. It's crazy. Anyway, you want to try to avoid this at any cost, because if I want to frame this, it's not gonna look good in my opinion. It's rather gonna look a bit weird. And, you know, the signature on itself is very clean, but the location of it makes this whole shirt a bit meh. To summarize this video, if you can get your shirt signed, try to get the signature as close to the name and number as possible on the back of your shirt, of course. If your shirt's got a light color, go with a black marker. If your shirt's got a dark color, go for a silver marker. If it's possible, try to get the signature in the number, because this will give you the best possible result, especially if you're gonna frame the shirt. At the end of the day, you do you. So the things I said in this video have to do with what I consider to be clean. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. I got way more cool videos coming soon. I'm just trying to make it work with a busy schedule. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you very soon.